Hey, StockPulse family, welcome back. Today I've got the pleasure of having Ken Brophy of Intrepid Metals, and he is the CEO there, and he's got a lot going on, especially in Arizona. I got to tell you, we did our first take of the recording, and it had me cracking up, so I'm having so much fun already with Ken that this is going to be a great one. Ken, welcome.
Thanks, Patrick. It's great to be here, and hopefully this one will go a little bit more smooth.
Yeah, I'm sure this one will be just fine. Hopefully we'll go good. So tell me, you guys are looking at Arizona. Copper is your family here. Tell me what's going on at Corral.
Yeah, listen, if I can just take a step back, because, what I really like is the, hunting hidden treasures element. And that's what I think we really are, right? We're so undervalued right now. And it's because we have been hunting for and looking to unlock some of the value within our Corral Copper Project. But to take a step back, Intrepid's a relatively new company. We only kind of came to the market less than or about a year ago today. And throughout 2022, we focused on, just building out our asset base. And we currently have 3 exciting projects, all in Southeast Arizona, all outside of a national forest, which is extremely important to point out these days. And our Corral Copper Project is certainly one that we're very excited about moving forward.
So tell me what's going on. You have more than just the Corral project, right? In Arizona, you've got a couple of other projects going on as well, right?
Yeah, we have our Tombstone South project, which is just south of the historical mining town of Tombstone, produced over 30 million ounces of silver in its day. That project is very similar to South 32's Taylor deposit or Hermosa deposit that was bought back in 2018 for $1.3 billion. We have a lot of the same geological signatures as Hermosa. And last year we did an IP survey, identified a large chargeability anomaly in the contact between the sediments and the Paleozoic limestone unit. So we're really excited about that one. And our Mesa well project is a little bit further north. It's in the bottom part of the Copper Triangle, just along trend from Faraday's Copper Creek project, which the Faraday team has been doing a great job. But, our key focus right now is a lot on our Corral Copper project. And we recently put out some news that identified some of the historical drill results in the area. And there's a couple of holes over 100 meters of 1% copper, several other holes that you're talking about over 6 meters of almost 4% copper. So it's certainly a high grade copper area. And what makes this area really unique, the name Corral Copper, we've been corralling, fragmented land ownership. So there was lots of these individual patent claim owners, property owners, and we've been kind of corralling it all together to unlock that value. It's a historical mining district. There was mining done back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, grades up to 9.2% copper. So it's a great jurisdiction. And the only reason I think this area hasn't been developed more commercially is because of that fragmented land ownership primarily, which we've been, pulling together.
So what's next for Intrepid Metals?
So I think, we're going to stay a little bit more focused on our Corral Copper project, where the most recent property acquisition came with 20,000 meters of drilling. We still got to consolidate a lot of that data. Another interesting component of Corral is Anglo American was interested in this area back in 2016. They did a bunch of work, a lot of airborne geophysics in 2017. So we want to be able to, reprocess a lot of that data because we're the first operator. Anglo American didn't have all of the property tied up that we currently have. So we're the first operator in the district to have modern geophysical information and being able to tie it together with a lot of that historical drilling information. So that's our near-term focus, and we look forward to getting the drills turning this fall, being able to duplicate and spit out some of that high-grade copper.
Thanks, Ken. I really appreciate you taking the time to update us as what's going on with your guys in Arizona for sure. It's one of the areas we're looking at. That's definitely an area maybe we'll get out one day and do a show out there with you guys on site, because this is the kind of stuff that our community needs to hear about. Is we have a desperate need for these precious minerals, these precious resources, and we cannot continue to move forward and grow without finding more of it. Otherwise, the demand is going to far exceed the supply, and you're going to see astronomical costs, even in simple things like power delivery costs. So really important work you guys are doing, and I look forward to catching up with you again soon, Ken. Hopefully we'll see you at the Silver Symposium in September.
Yeah, listen, Patrick, and I just want to compliment you. Like, you're bang on with regards to where things need to go in the future. And I think, Arizona is a great jurisdiction to be in copper. I know there's lots of talk about critical minerals or critical metals. I view it as a little bit more of a political term. I like to use the word essential. Copper's been essential for the last 100 years, and it's going to be essential and needed for the next 100 years. So we're in a great.
You can almost consider
spot.
the utility of copper almost as equivalent to silver. I mean, there's actually a real need for this in medicine. Like, we need this. It's not just, hey, we would love to have jewelry. It's like, hey, do you guys want to be able to communicate? You need them for your phones. Hey, do you want to be able to have medicine? You need silver. It's the same thing with copper, you guys. We have so much copper that is needed in various industries. I think you're right on. We need you guys. So we're here cheering you on. Let us know. And guys, again, thanks, Ken, for joining us with Intrepid Metals.
Thank you, Patrick. It was great seeing you. All the best.